So, talking about accountability partners, let's talk about where you're going to find one. So, there's lots of different ways of where you can find an accountability partner. Obviously, going to events or courses or joining a mastermind, or maybe you have friends or family who are also interested in the same sort of things within your area of personal development or whatever it is you're working on, because it could just be someone that you speak to on a regular basis who's just actively grown. They don't have to be some hardcore personal development person. So it's just someone that has a similar interest and intention to grow. But it's really, if you're going to go to like events or courses, obviously it helps if it's something where you're building up a bit of a relationship with people. You're probably seeing them on a regular basis, because then you get to know people, you get to know if they're suitable. You can go up to some random person at a personal development event and just say, do you want to be my accountability partner? But obviously it makes more sense if it's someone that someone you've been through a program with or something. And this is basically what I did. I like to make this real. I like to always speak from experience, and I found my accountability partner from doing the EMF program, that the one that I now train and I coach my students on. So I still speak to him on a weekly basis, and we met through this program, and that's why I became so passionate about it, and that's why I became a trainer of it, because I saw the transformation that we had, and obviously because we had that level of going through it together and seeing the growth, not just in ourselves, like in myself and in him, but also the other people on the program. This is obviously why I became so passionate about it. But having something like that, where it's like a group process where you get assigned an accountability partner, is hugely powerful, and that's why it's part of the program, and that's why that's why I'm sharing this now about having an accountability partner, because I have real life experience of how powerful that is. And then when we finished the program, we just kept on talking, and we've been doing that for a few years now. So it's hugely powerful to have that. So if obviously I talk about my program now and again, but if it's something that you're interested in, if you want to have that level of accountability, then just drop me a message, and we can have a chat about how that works. So I think I've pretty much covered most of it. If you've got any questions, just drop them down below, and I'm going to do just a little bit of a summary on this. So ultimately it comes back to understanding that this is really important, that we understand that the people around us have a huge influence on us. And it doesn't mean, like I've said before, it doesn't mean that you have to ditch people in your life or anything like that. Obviously there's a level of awareness of if people in your life are beneficial to you, etc. But it just means that where we are on our journey of personal growth, it just starting to make a commitment and start spending time with people who are working on their personal development, and having building up more and more people around you, it just has a huge impact on the quality of your life. If you spend time, you go to an event and you spend time with like 50 odd people who are doing the same sort of thing, that is huge. It just has, I can't emphasize how much of a big impact on your personal growth. And it's one of these things that it speeds up your learning, because like I said before, there's a lot of information out there that we don't even know that we don't know. And how are we going to find that? We can't even when we search things on the internet, we learn things, we do courses, that's based on our level of understanding of where we are now. So, having other people who are on the same journey and maybe, coming from different angles, working on slightly different things, have different experiences in life, they're going to massively facilitate your growth, because they're going to be able to make suggestions, or books, courses, or podcasts, or whatever it is you're working on. And because you have that more of an intimate and personal relationship with people, you can really express who you are and really get the feedback that you really need, which you don't get from most people, because most people don't have that level of inner development to be able to, you know, express themselves and know who they are on that deeper level. So, you know, it's hugely powerful. It just catapults your growth massively, you know, spending time with the right people and having an accountability partner. And obviously, going back to what I said about building positive habits, you know, installing routines or things that we want to work on, setting tasks for, I'm going to work on this week. And then next week you'll be like, oh yeah, I worked on that. I did this. I had that struggle, but then I did this. And then you talk about it. And then you're like, this is what I'm going to work on the next week. And you're setting tasks and you're holding yourself accountable. You're holding each other accountable. You're being their level of support, and it just again, it helps to install those habits, install those new routines, install anything, or, you know, anything you're trying to work on. It just makes it so much easier from that respect, because, you know, it's just what you do, and you learn, you sort of you're teaching yourself in a way that this is who I am, this is what I do, this is what I work on, etc. And, you know, there's that element of being able to talk through different problems, different things that you're struggling with, and you know, it just really helps your growth. And it's just really, you know, it's this element of real lasting change, which is obviously what I talk about, you know, with what the group is called here. You know, real lasting change, real lasting transformation is really possible. You know, once you go through a process of going through some real some real information that has a transformation that gives you a level of having a real in-depth self-reflection and understanding who you are, and from that place, you know, really setting up who you want to be and where you want to go in life. You know, once you go through that transformational process, you get to an element of where you've changed. You've completely changed in who you are. You've completely transformed. It's like a sort of like a butterfly, you know, caterpillar into a butterfly. You've completely changed. And it doesn't mean that, you know, there won't be challenges and things in life, and you're your ultimate person, but you've changed to a level that there's no going back, because you have such an in-depth understanding of who you are, and you have the tools and the techniques to guide you on anything that happens in life, and you have so much higher perspectives, and you have accountability partner, etc., that, you know, that is going to be there for you and understands what you've gone through and understands the things that you're working on moving forward. So yeah, it's hugely powerful, and it's just the quantum leap of personal growth. It just really facilitates, you know, your growth on a much more powerful level.